coming. I know the reason that you've come, and you're going to have to wait just a little bit. We're going to have a slideshow of the grandchildren, followed by video. I'm told that some people think that I don't have enough photos of them, kind of in my cubicle. So after all this, you're going to have to wait for that. Quickly, I just want to thank a few people. First of all, the person right here, kind of Vicky, who's like the best. Just in every way, she's like, kind of a special person. Anybody who knows her kind of always says she's beautiful inside.
Yeah, she is really nice.
I think one of the things that I said to a colleague the other day, I feel that the thing that I'm most happy with leaving, kind of this day with all the people that I brought into the department and who left the department. It's kind of a source of great pride when I see all the talent, and I see, kind of Peter Goodman back there, who came to the Times and left the Times, because, when you attract good people, sometimes they're going to get offers, and Eddie Martin, and we're really sorry to see you go, but we're also kind of very proud of the work that you did for us, and kind of hope that you can continue the great work that you've done, and so we appreciate that. I want to space special thanks to, there's so many people, but especially, kind of the deputies, and anybody who's been a department head knows that how important it is, kind of, I don't know if people got to say hello to Paula Dwyer, who was back somewhere in the corner.
Hey, Paula.
Tom Redburn standing right behind her. Right behind her.
Where he belongs.
Adam, Wendy is somewhere in the crowd, kind of, and Dee, kind of, it's kind of, those people are the ones who kind of are your gut check, who, make it. Oh my God.
We got it.
You got it.
And they're just, kind of, I don't want to go on because I can look around the room and see so many people that have made a difference, and I kind of look at each of you in the eyes, and I know kind of the different value that everybody has brought to the place. And I just want to say thanks. It's been a great ride. It's been a long ride, but
very long ride.
I think I'm kind of the longest person at times to go without a promotion.
Oh, please, you ain't the long. You ain't the long.
It's good to be a record holder.
Yeah, be careful what you wish for. But it's been special because of the people who were there when I got there, and the people who were, kind of gone, and the people who got, like Mike and Barbara, kind of who left us after 4 short years.
Still bitter.
But kind of, it's, to me that means a lot.
Everything we know.
That kind of, there were people who came into the department who were so good that they were interviewed in other parts of the paper. Kind of, and there are people who are on the board. So anyway, thank you all.
Cheers, Larry.
Cheers, Larry.
John. No.
John. Larry?
No. John Geddes.
John Geddes. Mr. Geddes.
John Geddes.
John Geddes?
What?
You know.
Oh yeah, he knows.
No, and Bill and Jill and kind of all the people in the masthead, but John. Kind of. Let me.
God, John. Yeah, John.
He's one of the real people, one of the best. I've known John, kind of for years. I think we first got to know each other when I was throwing up inside of London taxi.
Oh my God.
Why? But I lowered the window and threw up outside the taxi as opposed to inside the taxi.
Oh, thank God.
Wow. I shouldn't have had that cigar. But anyway, really.
Was it really a cigar?
John, thanks for everything.
Hey, look, even a blind pig finds an acorn now and then.
Thank you.
So like a good deputy, I'll cut him off.
Okay.
I first met Larry, well, I'll tell you, it was a meeting in Jill's office with Suzanne Daly and Adam Bryant.
Suzanne Daly just walked in.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Suzanne. Oh.
What'd you say? Well, let her in.
Yeah.
Let her in.
Suzanne.
Anyway, that was the first time I met Larry face to face. I knew of Larry by reputation. And I have to say, it was not the most pleasant meeting. We were having some argument over a story, and Suzanne dug her heels in, Larry dug his heels in, and Adam and I were kind of like looking at each other like deputies sometimes do.
Oh, yeah.
But the heavyweight's gonna slug it out.
In the end, it all worked out.
Lost.
We lost
Yeah.
or he lost?
I think I remember this. I think.
Who lost? Suzanne, remind me.
Oh, it doesn't matter!
Did anybody ever win?
That was my recollection too, which is why I changed teams. Anyway.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
I remember Larry being very persuasive. I also knew Larry sort of by reputation that he hired really good people who tended to go on to great jobs. So when I didn't get the job I actually hoped I was going to get, and someone said, why don't you go talk to Larry? I thought in a very kind of Machiavellian way that maybe it would help me. As it turns out, I'm like the one left behind. Everyone else has sort of moved on, but I'm very happy with being left behind. You should know that. I'm very excited about this. He has been a fantastic boss. I have to tell you, you couldn't ask for a better boss.
Amen.
He's been supportive. He gives you authority. He allows you to like run with stuff, and he doesn't micromanage. He did all the things that you actually dreamed about a boss. I kind of dreamed about that in Suzanne, but I actually got it in Larry.
Oh, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. Stack his face. Stack his face.
Smack down. Anyway.
And you got that right.
It's been a great run. I actually have been, in honesty, lucky to have two fantastic bosses. That doesn't really happen a lot, especially at the New York Times, let's face it. So I got very, very lucky. So I just want to thank Larry for everything that he has done, not just for me, but for the entire department. I mean, succeeding him is obviously an awesome task, and everyone's expecting me to fall flat on my face. I'm going to do my best, but he has actually put me in a position to succeed, and that says a lot, because not only at the New York Times, but in a lot of places, that doesn't happen. So I want to thank him from the bottom of my heart for that. Now that the nice part is over, we're going to have the fun part. Suzanne, would you like to start distributing these?
Should I start distributing?
Why don't you start distributing so people can get to see them? Well,
maybe we should wait until.
you want to wait?
Yeah.
Not that Suzanne's a control freak, but she.
I was advised by someone who talked about this that so we should. Yeah. I can give you one if you need it.
So I have one here.
All right. Okay. Fine.
I should tell you that Suzanne has taken ownership of this endeavor to make sure that you had a significantly sort of cutting and should I say,
Appropriate.
Yeah, I was trying to find a word, but not entirely all embarrassing, but you'll go and get a copy of this page that Suzanne was in charge of making, and Min was very influential in helping pull off, as was
2 pages.
Carl Russell.
Two
Two
pages.
sides. This is two-sided. Wow. Unlike sports, we save paper.
Oh.
We saw Joe Sexton's today, but it was a real resource waster.
That
really good.
Right.
Yeah, so there you go. So we're going to get to this in a minute, and I'm going to actually hand off to Floyd because I'm smart enough to know that my time in biz day is brief enough that I don't know any of the dark secrets about Larry. He was very good at making sure I only knew the good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But I do want to say that I Googled you today. Did you ever Google yourself?
I Googled him.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I would Google Larry and find out what it was like in 2004 versus what it was like in 2013. And in 2004, when I Googled you, it was quite a buzz when you came to the Times. The New York Post had a scoop. Their headline, or at least their statement, was that.
They had a scoop about me moving to London too, but
Yeah.
they had a scoop recently about me moving to
That's
London.
a different one.
I feel that one.
But in this one, they actually talked about how we were like stealing you from the Journal, and that this was a big get for the New York Times. And then the Journal like quickly tried to match it. And then a typical New York Times 2 days later.
Oh, no.
Wait
a minute.
2004, I want to point out. all respect to John Geddes back there. It took us 2 days to write that you were coming after the post in the journal.
Oh my
So that was very exciting. It was
We
a
were
big
checking
buzz.
it out.
We were getting a big, big name from the journal. We were stealing from the competition. There was a lot of talk about how we had actually pulled something good off. So I did it for this year too, to see what the equivalent was. First one to come up, Shirley MacLaine stops by a birthday party for Liz Smith. That's what came up under your name.
Was he there?
It was actually a Media Bistro collection of, odds and ends, which Larry was the 4th odds and ends. Shirley MacLaine was number 1. And it actually talked about you rising to your position in the wake of bloodletting. So, I felt a little bad about that. But the truth of the matter is, these are different times, and I want to make it clear that we don't view this as you rising in the wake of bloodletting. We view this as you getting a much-deserved promotion. And all of us here, particularly me, we're happy for you. And we're all really happy for you.
Yes, we are.
I want to tell you, we all were expecting the grandkids here. I know that.
No grandkids.
Bill, that's the only reason we're here. We didn't get the grandkids. It was false advertising. We get all these darn pictures and videos. I don't really know if the kids exist again.
I've never been to the office.
I never. Today Charlotte, or yesterday Charlotte's child. Were your grandkids? But they'll get here eventually. I also want to let you know that, people say, well, why would you want to be business editor? Well, just look around you folks. Thanks, Larry. You love Montclair.